This past week, the salary cap has risen by $30.6 million to a record of $255.4 million per team. And this asks a lot of questions when it comes to the future of paying quarterbacks and the future of paying skill position players. What's up, guys? Welcome back to SoBack Sports, and I'm SoBack with another video. And today, I really do want to go in depth about what it means with the salary cap having increased and what it means for players going forward in terms of negotiations, contracts, and the future of those negotiation and contracts, and given the circumstances for certain teams and what they're able to do going forward. And I want to start off with Jordan Love, for an example, right? To make my point, it really makes sense to see it from the lens of the Green Bay Packers. The Green Bay Packers right now have essentially found their quarterback. They've found that he's their guy. He is going to be their future, and he's going to be the the successor of Aaron Rodgers. And now it's a matter of, okay, now that he's shown in his first season as a starter that he can hold up in the league and is able to take the team and win a playoff game against Dallas and, almost beat the 49ers to make an NFC championship appearance. So what does this mean in terms of his contract? And I believe that they should potentially sign him earlier rather than later. And you may be asking yourself, isn't that too premature? Isn't that just jumping the gun a little bit? He has to show more before we can pay him, right? Well, that's true. However, if you wait any longer to pay a quarterback and they again prove that they're even better than they were last season, think about it from the perspective of the GM. You know for a fact that if he proves he's worth an insane contract, that means the price of last year, which is this 2023-2024 season, is going to be even more than even going to be less than the 2024-25 season. Say for an example, he's the potential expectation is that he signs a $40 million extension. Let's just say in hypothetical scenario. That means next year, say he proves that he's able to, take them to an NFC championship game or even the Super Bowl. You're going to see that price increase to $60 million a year, which I'm going to get to Dak asking for $60 million, but let's just say for this hypothetical scenario, $60 million a year. If you as a GM see that and you're like, okay, it's best that in order to prevent potential cap space restrictions, pay him earlier. Pay him the price now rather than having to have an increased price later. And I think that's smarter nowadays, because I think rather than wait and do this whole song and dance of a contract negotiation, it's not really financially sound to do it later, because for a fact that every single year the NFL salary cap continues to rise. And same with for example, Jalen Johnson on the Chicago Bears. As time progresses, time keeps increasing. You'll see that the contract talks are just going to keep increasing and increasing. It will potentially be, instead of $60 million for 4 years, it's probably going to be $80 million for 4 years, given that the salary cap has rise. You're going to see, the more you wait, the more the price changes. And going to with Dak Prescott, I think that, asking $60 million is all right. But the thing is, given that the circumstances of the Dallas Cowboys, it's not very financially sound to pay Dak that much money. And this proves that you're going to be oh, I don't know if I really want to pay Dak. Or, for example, the Dolphins, I don't know if I want to pay Tua this amount of money, because if you're going to pay them that money, you better believe, best 100% be certain that you're going to get a Super Bowl out of it. And I know that may seem such a strong ask, but that money is essentially what you're trying to guarantee for your franchise. And that just shows even more how important this whole salary cap situation is nowadays, because as it keeps increasing, the contracts get more and more exorbitant. And then with new players that are signed, like for example, remember when Christian Kirk signed that contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars? That completely reset the market for a wide receiver, and that just adds to the fact that the salary cap increased. So GMs have to be very, very careful when it comes to, and very, very like expedited when it comes to the process of signing players. If they have like a potential chance of signing someone like a Jordan Love, that they're surefire that he's going to be good, sign them now, because the more you wait, the more money they'll ask for. I'm not saying that I'm obviously worth, like, if you're a player, you obviously should make your money, because money in the NFL is not guaranteed. It's very hard, and you want to make as much money as possible. I get that, completely understand that, but I'm saying it from the lens of GMs and owners that, you know, are taking their sweet time when it comes to negotiations. And yeah, I mean, this was pretty interesting in general. It's just like, what will the Dolphins do? What will Dallas do now? And what will the Packers do? Will they sign players like immediately, or will they continue to wait another year? Because Dak is up for an extension, Tua's up for an extension. Will they probably bypass going with Tua and maybe go with a different quarterback? Like, who knows? And it's all up in the air when it comes to their future, because you don't know, because given that Patrick Mahomes is there, like, good quarterbacks are there, they're getting paid, like, you have to be sure, and because it could backfire really badly too. And let's go quickly to kind of add to that point of Justin Fields. For example, say the Bears keep him, right? And because the thing is, he'll have to still be taking his 5th-year option and whatnot, and say it doesn't work out, right? That means the only reason you're keeping Justin Fields now and not drafting Caleb Williams, like, I'm just saying in a hypothetical sense, if you're keeping Justin Fields and you're not drafting Caleb Williams, that you better be sure that Justin is going to be there long term. Otherwise, if Justin is gone after next year, that means you missed out on another quarterback, and Justin is not your quarterback either. So you're at a double loss at the end of the day. I'm not saying that it's going to potentially happen, but I'm just saying that's the reality. So yeah, I mean, that's it for this video. I mean, I just wanted to kind of bring to light my thoughts about this and kind of see this interesting side of the NFL, and kind of bring to light how important it is in general about the salary cap and how it should be taken into consideration going forward when it comes to negotiations. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I really would like to hear what you guys have to think. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.